From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Oh, yeah.
Roll out.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready?
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. This is Coleman with a grab.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. And the catch made by Hopkins. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Rock it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
64, we got, hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Ready.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Set. 50. Plant. Go. Go.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Big stop. Let's go.
Second and 4. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready. 30 base.
What we got? What we got? Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
70. Indy. Weapon.
Second and 9 now. It's caught. Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw here. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Lawrence. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Check 13.
Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
8 read. Crystal travel.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Hey,
2nd and 4.
my 7. Now.
They'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
The 2nd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Lucky. Not today, you are. Not today.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
X3. 218, chop. Go.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Leo.
Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Switch. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Coleman and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
7's a Mike. Here we go, here we go. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Delta.
A final shot before break. Lawrence got an open man. It's Foster. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Breida, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
Stand.
Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Danny. Mike 7. Mike 7. It's coming this way.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hey. You got to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Go. 18 Gator. Someone west.
Take 4.
On first down, Armstrong. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Cut.
Hurry. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. This one complete to Coleman. Give him 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He holds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the gun, Lawrence. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit. 46, boys.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is Coleman with the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
It's Coleman here. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Set, ready? 18 games.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First down, Steelers.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ken Lobo.
Let's get this ball.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 7. Mike 7. Here we
Yo,
go.
yo, yo, go, go!
Here I come. 7's a Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Big trip, big trip.
He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. An even 50 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Okay, ready?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 22-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the edge.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes this one to Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week.